Well, hey Virgos, I still have a slightly funny voice, but I am feeling well enough to do your reading today, and we are looking at life purpose. So I'm going to pull an overall card and then look at the underlying energies, and then I have 5 questions that I will pull cards for and then clarify with a third deck, okay? So without further ado, let's get right into this, my friends. Just shuffling here. Oh, I have started providing content on a new channel that's going to have, it'll have some tarot readings on it, but it's going to be a focus on trauma, inner child work, queer history, and relations with Earth, which all come together for me. And that channel is called the Virgo channel. So if you're interested in that, check it out. I'm building over there. But I will keep on giving you your monthly Virgo readings no matter what. Okay, so here we go. Overall energy for Virgos. Drifting. Little canoe, no paddles. I like drifting. It is, for me, drifting reminds me of Roland Barthes' Lover's Discourse. And drifting is the word he uses for that feeling of falling in love. But if your purpose here is on the table, we'll see if it's about love, you may feel yourself drifting a little bit at this time. We will clarify by asking some more questions. What's going on underneath? Okay, yeah, so more information that the moon, a little bit of mystery, uncertainty right now in your purpose is what the cards are saying for you, Virgo. And then if it is about love for you, we also have the Lovers here. So the Lovers can be a choice. So if you're torn between two ideas, and they would be very compelling choices. Yes or no will make a huge difference in the Lovers. The Lovers is also about rising to your highest self, Virgo. So this would be the choice I would always encourage, because the Lovers are talking about sublimation, about taking your earthly desires and taking them to a level that supports a divine question. So I'm all in favor of the earthly desires, but when we're talking about violence, the negative feelings that might result in violence, whether verbal or physical, that's what I mean by sublimation, right? I'm not going to say that sex is against sublimation. I think we can have sex and sublimate. I bet that would appeal to Virgos. You are such the higher ideal kind of people here. Okay, so let's see. We're going to ask some questions. And with this funny voice comes a little bit of a cotton head feel. But let's just see what happens, because usually the cards speak to me through my cotton head anytime. Okay. A card popped out, and it is death. So I'm going to put this back in the deck here. But this is something that has to do with really transforming, coming up out of loss. This is a very beautiful image here. If you have a moment, there's a fox, and death is coming here. I think this is a fox that has passed on, and death is coming very gently here. It's very loving energy in this death card. Okay, so here we're going to put that in the deck, and we'll shuffle it up and ask these questions. Okay. So the first question I'm going to ask regarding your purpose, which is either drifting, and in the context of love, what Barthes means by love, and Chela Sandoval writes about this in the methodology of the oppressed, that when you're falling in love, you become willing to change, because this person that has come into your life has inspired you, and so you can feel very fluid and open when you're drifting. And so I think of this as a very positive place to be when in the search for purpose here, Virgo. Okay, here we go. We're cutting the deck, and then we're going to ask, first of all, what you already know intuitively. The moon is about your intuition. We have that here. So you may already intuitively know something about what is going on in your search for purpose. Okay. What is your intuition telling you? The Hanged Man. Yeah, there's lots of information here to tell me that you're a little bit stuck, Virgo. And I have known some Virgos in my life. I've probably known more Virgos than intimately than any other sign. This can be a thing for Virgos to feel stuck. And the Hangman's beautiful in that you're stuck there upside down until you see things from a new direction. It looks like you have with the Lovers here like a big choice. I feel like you're opting into how you're going to go about living. Drifting really tells me that, and so did the Death card, it tells me that you're in a place of transformation, and so to have yourself turned upside down and look at things from like the other's perspective is a really beautiful place to be. You intuitively know this already. What is your fear? This will keep you from going after this purpose. The fear is the 6 of Fire. That's interesting. It's very much about being recognized, a public attention, being seen is what's coming in for me. Yeah, so like if you have like this idea, this inspiration, like a wand, like something that your willpower is like, this is it, and you're waffling around about this, we'll clarify, but it appears that your fear is that you will or won't be recognized here, okay? So now, what is your heart's desire, Virgo? Your heart's desire is competition, conflict. Look at all this person. I love this fairy. They are standing up for their ideas. Remember in the 6 of Fire that I just showed you, this is your fear. This is what comes after this. I like this. I like a 5 of Fire. For me, it's okay. So it's like all these 5 different ideas, these different willpowers, and they're in a fight, right? And the snakes represent the ones that are competing with this fairy to have their idea recognized in the 6 of Wands, the next card. So what she's having here she's very grounded and she's very strong, and she is demonstrating her willingness to stand up for herself. So that might be a little bit what you're wanting, Virgo. You don't want to fight or competition, or maybe you do, and if you do, you might want to look at that. But you want to have what this fairy has, which is like, she's like, she got all that Virago power, right? She's a warrior woman, okay? All right. Now, your challenge in fulfilling this purpose is a 7 of Water. Okay, Virgo. So this is showing me a little bit why you might be a little stuck, right? The 7 of Water with the Lovers, it tells me there's choice, okay? This is a beautiful image of a mermaid sitting on the moon, which, right, where we have that figurine here, the moon, is that mystery, that also the kind of work where you look into your darkness and explore that. But she's reaching for a star. So I think not only of the moon card, but also of the star card, which is about wish fulfillment. When you're in a 7 of Water or a 7 of Cups, this is an emotional place. There is a dilemma here. And there's 7 stars. Which is the one for you, right? So that's what you really see. You're kind of drifting around, and you need to make a decision about which is the right purpose for you. Which is where do you want to head? In a 7 of Water, she's chosen, as you can see. But the possibility is that you're dealing with fantasies, illusions, projections. And so this can be a state of mind that leaves you drifting in dilemma, in the Hangman, okay? In inner conflict. right? This Five of Fire suggests there's some inner conflict. And finally, we want to ask, what is your strength here? Wow. You do have the Elder of Fire's strength. This is the King of Wands. In this deck, there's no kings or queens. There's fairies. They're very feminine in appearance, but we can see them as femnems, non-binary if you want. This Elder of Fire is the leader of their life. They have the willpower. So you have willpower here, Virgo. That is not your problem. You have the will to do what you decide your purpose is. And that is certainly true of the Virgos I know. Real strong will. Okay. Underlying energy. All right. 2 cards. I really love this. 6 of Earth here. This is the earthy Virgo energy. Here we have always a card about some live in wealth, like these hummingbirds live in a land of tons of water and abundance. And then over here, the raven in the desert, right, is thirsting for just that one little drop of water. So this on this side, we have generosity, charitable giving to this side, potentially. This side, we have gratitude. It's a card about imbalance. It's a card that calls for balance. It's a really beautiful representation of it in this deck. And then we get a 2 of Cups. So there's lots of information here, Virgo, that you have a love story going on. 2 of Cups is also about justice, about mirroring. So we have the 2 fairies here in this beautiful pool of water. The reflection of the tree on the water makes us think about mirroring. It makes us think about justice. It's 2 equals, right? And so if this is a dilemma, they're both really compelling choices. I don't usually think of the 2 of water as about choice. I think of it as about equality, about justice, about meeting the one that is your equal. Okay, beautiful. So this is a reading about purpose. We see Virgo in dilemma. Let's find out a little bit more about what these cards are telling you, Virgo. It's not yet clear to me. It may be clear to you because you know what's going on in your life. But let's see. Let me get a little nosy, my friends. Okay, so the Hangman. This is what your intuition tells you, that you're going to be stuck here. You're on divine time, and you need to look at things from a new perspective. Okay. Let's see about that. Okay. There is a 2 of Wands. This is about vision. Needing to have a vision. You need to know where to direct your manifesting. And there's your dilemma, your 2 of Swords, your choice. It's in your head. One eclipses the other. Here we can see the eclipse. There's a real this or this, Virgo. You tell me, what are your dilemmas? I'd love to see that in the comments. And there's your energy, the Mother of Pentacles. She knows her worth. Security is important to her. In this particular vision, we have that there is a little fawn that she is responsible for. You might also feel like this fawn who's seeking this maternal feeling. I do readings on inner child work. So if you're the fawn, if you relate to the fawn here, your inner child, the Queen of Pentacles tells you that you have a security lack, maybe a mother wound or something like that, because this is under what you intuitively know, and there's a dilemma here. What you learn in addressing this might be a part of the moon work that's being brought up here in this reading. What you look into is that mother wound, or that need for security, and you might be looking out there for somebody to provide that security for you. My dog often likes to eat when I video, so if you hear crunchings and munchings, that's happening. I'm glad that he's inspired to eat by me making a video. Yeah, so with the Mother of Pentacles, if you are the mother figure, and who's the fawn? But if you're identifying as the fawn, and you might be looking outside for security, you might want to look to yourself and to how to make yourself your own loving parent. Because when you look to yourself for security and sovereignty and to provide for and meet the needs that you have both emotionally and materially, you have a lot more power. So if I am feeling in this reading, because the Two of Water and the Lovers are here, and now the Queen of Pentacles as well as drifting, that there is something here in the realm of your relationships where your stuckness, your dilemma is related to a relationship that has to do with your security. That may or may not apply to you. If it does, it's something to look at. The Hanged Man is telling me to tell you, look at this a new way. So if you're looking out there for somebody, look in here you are here for yourself, and you can learn how to be here for yourself. Okay. Now, your fear is strangely a really positive card, the Six of Wands or Six of Fire, which is recognition, victory, right? So why is this a dilemma? Why is this a fear? Let's see, you have a dilemma. What's coming in for me when I look at this card is that she is all alone in that beautiful field of sunflowers. This might be something that makes you uncomfortable, to be that visible. To be visible makes me uncomfortable, even though I'm doing this. Like it's attention, recognition. Like, I'm a Scorpio. I like to just do things privately over here, especially the hard part. Let's see what's going on for Virgo, though. Okay. The Chariot. We just came out of Cancer season. This is the card of Cancer. This is that momentum that comes from your animal nature. Why was I talking about that before? Your violence, your inner violence. I don't remember. So the Chariot kind of brings this up again. So the Chariot is like this momentum, this cardinal energy, this get started energy, right? So there's that. That's a very positive, beautiful card. Okay, there is a wish fulfillment in, say, Nine of Cups. So you feel momentum towards this purpose. And there's victory again, another version of it. Your fear is about being alone. No question here. Nine of Cups and victory here twice, appearing like this. Again, I really feel like that hanging out all by yourself and people are acknowledging you, but you're doing it all alone. I always think of baseball. I played, excuse me, I played Little League as a kid, and that American game of baseball, that individualism, right? You're out there in the field and the ball's coming at you and everybody's looking at you and you hope to God you hit it. Or you're up at bat, you catch it, you want to hit the ball, right? So we have these fears coming up for you, Virgo, about doing something on your own. The Nine of Cups, excuse me, like the Mother of Pentacles, who wants somebody. Nine of Cups is about fulfilling your wishes all by yourself. This is your fear. I understand that, even though I don't personally relate to that. I like to do stuff by myself. Okay, here is your desire. Wow, I don't feel great right now, my friends, so I'm sorry. I wanted to get the Virgo reading out because one of my Virgo friends on this channel asked for it. And I'm like, my voice is better, but tarot's surprisingly taxing. Okay, here we go. We're doing it. Don't feel sorry for me. I love doing this. Here's your desire. I love that strong fairy. What do we have? Ooh, the Devil. Okay, here's your body. Oh, that's what it was. So the Lovers and the devil are mirror images in the traditional tarot. There's two figures, and there's a deity. In the devil, it's the devil, and in the lovers, it's an angel. Right? So the devil is your chariot energy too, like that body, that violence, that physical stuff. But the devil adds like codependence. It adds addiction, thoughts that disempower you. Right? So here's the devil. This is in your desire here. I just noticed there's something here about justice that's on the bottom. The magician. This is you manifesting. You have all the tools you need to create the world that you want to live in. The magician on the table is looking away from the devil. And there's the Father of Wands. This is your strength, right? We've seen the Elder of Fire. It's the same card. Wow, there's a lot of fire in this reading, Virgo. And this is your desire. Yeah, this is a really physical, desirous feeling that you're in. It's like if you're feeling lust, that's here. There's a lot of powerful energy towards a desire. It's coming from, it's very muscular. Father of Wands, and this like this Five of Fire is very muscular. It's like your body is like rah right now. So this is your desire. It's a strong desire. That's what I get. It's strong. It knows what it wants. So if you're in a dilemma, and I think of Virgos like, it's part of why I've always liked to hang around Virgos. Like, I like the kind of struggle with your desire, because you're the virgin, you're the Virgo, like you're supposed to be all about the mind and purity and things like that. But you have like this dilemma because you are a desiring person. You do have a body, and so you can get hung up on that. And I don't know what the desire is. It's interesting that you need to re-look at this idea that you need another person and that you're afraid to be alone. So your desire might be directed towards a specific person, and then this is what is a part of this dilemma in some way. Let's see if we can understand more. Here's your challenge. Illusions, fantasies, projections. What should you choose? What's real, what's not? There needs to be some work here. Like the Mother of Pentacles, these visions, the vision of the Two of Wands, the dilemma of the Two of Swords, this Hanged Man, like you're not seeing something correctly yet, and you know it. So let's find out here. This is your challenge. Okay, this was very practical earth energy, an Ace of Pentacles. It's a new beginning. It's a new job. It's a new home. It's real. Okay. Then there's your card, the Hermit. So this is about you, who you are, your very nature. It's also about taking some time alone to look into what you know. And in the Hermit, I learned, in the traditional card, the Hermit holds a lantern and he looks backwards. And he looks backwards to understand like what you know and what your life experience has taught you. So the Hermit is encouraging you to be true to yourself, but also in a more general sense, the Hermit is talking about looking backwards at your life. What did you learn? And then there's a burden. So the Ten of Wands. Okay, what is your burden? It's time to put it down. You've carried it long enough. So this is your challenge. Now this is it's something that I think you know what this is about, and I don't know specifically what it is. I'm curious if you want to share that on the comments. That would be really interesting. I'm sure other people would benefit from your story. So let's see, you have this challenge to look at reality. That's what this Ace of Pentacles is about. Look at reality as opposed to fantasy. One example of this is there's something holding you back from your purpose. And that the thing that's holding you back is, it appears to have to do with your need for security, and that you're looking to somebody else for that security. You have like a strong desire towards what you want to do, but you're being good, right? The Ten of Wands is been such a good girl. I'm carrying this. I'm a little bit of a martyr. In the Nine of Wands, I was tired, and I'm still struggling, and I'm wiser for it. But there is indication here that if you really face facts, that Ace of Pentacles says face the facts, and the Hermit's supposed to look at that. Face the facts. You know this. You've carried this burden long enough, and it's time to put that down. And that's your challenge. So when you look at a dilemma in your life, and this has to do with your purpose is big. It's not a little question. There's something holding you back. It feels like a burden. It feels like another person. It definitely feels like something you projected onto another person, which is something in the realm of, they make me feel safe, or I am responsible for their safety. Okay, your strength is your fire, your willpower. You are strong. So let's see. You're ready to manifest this purpose. This Six of Earth, it makes me think about environmental justice, like the water. There's a lot of being out in nature here. Look at these images. I tend to like decks that are about the natural world. But let's see here. Here's your strength to go forward in this purpose. I would love to know what you think your purpose is, Virgo. That would be cool to see that shared. Let's see. Mother of Cups. Beautiful. Emotionally intelligent, open. So this is a strength to be able to to open up about your feelings. This is part of your strength. There's the Daughter of Pentacles. There's your practical, earthy, grounded energy. Oh, and there's your brain. It's a little bit of insomnia and anxiety, uncomfortable. Oh, beautiful bottom. I'll get back to that. So your strength is that you are both grounded and emotionally intelligent and able to speak about this. You're able to take your anxiety and the things that you put up. You're known for your mind and your intellect, Virgo. So you might over ruminate. But from this process of emotional work, of practical thinking, an intellectual struggle, you do come out like this. You do know what you want, who you are. You're the leader of your life. And so to go towards this purpose, it feels like you come out of a struggle in which you put down a burden, which may simply be a frame of mind, a paradigm that says, I am responsible for somebody else. This tells me that you might feel responsible for somebody else, or I need somebody else to feel safe, right? And it's not that you don't have a relationship here. There is a Two of Cups here. And the Two of Cups and the Lovers, these are soulmate connections, right? It's just, you can get healthier than this as there's some kind of codependent thing going on. That's the most clear message, is face facts. That other person can take care of themselves. And your partnership, if you're in one, will work a lot better if you let them have the experience that they're going to have based on the decisions that they make. And you can love and support another person, but they are not your responsibility. It would appear, Virgo, that you are afraid of victory, which is that you're afraid to stand alone and have others recognize what you can do. You're afraid to be responsible for your own wish fulfillment. And I relate to that, right? Like, I'd rather be on a team, and I don't even want to be the star of the team. I want to be the one that passed the ball to the person that made all the baskets, right? I told you my baseball story. I was a basketball player. Ultimately, baseball was not my sport. So Virgo, if you relate to that, the thing is, when we're talking about your dream, and it's clear you have a passion here. It's like you have a big passion. You know what it is. The thing that's between you and this purpose is an idea, an illusion. And when you disabuse yourself of that illusion, you have all the fire, all the tools, the magician being here, the alpha energy of the elder of fire, the father of wands, same card, right? You're grounded. You know how you feel. You're good at talking about how you feel. And you struggle with anxiety and insomnia. But you know what? A lot of us do. And sometimes in the night, in those, I would say your intellectual nighttime Nine of Swords process, it's under your strength. It's able to, this is your intelligence, right? And it is uncomfortable. It keeps you awake. It appears that part of what you struggle with is this burden. Cards say you can put down. So Virgo, you have the fire. You have passion. You have the mojo and the discipline. And if you're in a relationship, I'm not saying get out of it. I'm saying reframe it. Let your partner go be the leader of their own life. They are their father of wands too. So you can be like two strong people who are going after their dreams. You come home at night and you get in the hot tub with them. You're equals. There's something here about, remember, you and your partner are equals. And you stand alone, but you don't have to be alone, right? You just have your moments of victory, and good for you. Okay, I hope this helps. I think it's a really cool reading, and I'm excited to see you go after your purpose. Tell me what you think. All right, have a beautiful day.